This is another pre-recorded video, and unfortunately, the time that I filmed the video that was out earlier this week, since then to now, I don't have any new information about what's going on, and unfortunately my Twitter and Tumblr haven't been showing a lot of that. It's been showing a lot of other stuff that's been happening in the world, but please don't forget to be checking out the link down in the description, the Black Lives Matter Fund link, as well as links to my Twitter and Tumblr, because even if we're maybe not super on track with that, we can be on track with other things, but just don't forget to keep checking out those links. Those links are very important. Hello Friendzies, welcome back to my channel. Now, this is a bonus video. Who loves bonus Saturdays? I hardly ever do these, but sometimes they happen. Today we're gonna pick up where we left off on last Wednesday's video. That was my Sims 3 Supernatural Legacy screenshot video. I don't remember exactly what I called it. We're gonna pick up where we left off because of my editing issues, and this time if my camera dies I'm gonna try to be aware of it. So let's just pick up where we left off. And like I said in the last video about a million times, the pictures are going to be over here, so I'm probably going to be looking over here mostly because my laptop is here, but the pictures will be up on the screen. Let's get into it. So last week we left off with this picture that's up of baby Callum aging up, and he was the fifth generation, I believe the fifth generation, fifth or fourth. He was the fifth generation. He is the child of an alien and a human, so he's got the cute little elf ears. Let's see what other screenshots we're going to be taking a look at immediately after. So, of course, I don't have any pictures of Callum aging up after that, but the first picture I have up after that is more of oh my god, of Nova and Ernesto being very cute, so I'm going to put that up because I love this picture of them. They're adorable. Oh, and then the next picture is Nova with her baby. I named her Maple, and Mabel, not with a P, with a B. I named her Mabel because I looked up vampire names, and Mabel was one of them, and it just really vibed with me. And there's a vampire teddy bear in her crib in the bag. And I forgot what color. Oh, Mabel's favorite color ended up being teal, so I dressed her a lot in teal, pink, and yellow because pink and yellow were her parents' favorite colors, and it ended up looking really cute together. Oh, and then here's a picture of Nova and Mabel. Mabel ended up being Nova's basically carbon copy. There were very slight differences in their appearance, and Mabel had her dad's black hair, and I believe her dad's eyes. I think she had her dad's eyes, and then of course the big difference was that she was a vampire and her mother wasn't, but oh my god, they were basically carbon copies. So this is Mabel as a little toddler, and there's a picture of Nova and Ernesto in the background. Oh, and I actually have quite a few pictures of Mabel as a toddler. I think literally just two. But this is Mabel and Ernesto, so cute together. And I don't know if you can really tell, but in the background there's a couple pictures on the wall. Not on the left-hand side, but on the right-hand side. What I did is, in The Sims 3, do you guys remember at the festivals they had the photo booths? I hung because you would get prom pictures up when your kids went to prom. So I would hang up the prom pictures. I would have them go, for my wedding with Bella, we took a bunch of wedding photos at that thing. I went and took wedding photos, I took prom photos. I would have people every once in a while, I'd send them to go get a family photo. So I started hanging stuff up on the wall on this side of the living room and started doing all the way over, and by the time that this game broke and everything and stopped working, I think I had stuff almost completely covering the entire wall, and we were only at generation 6 or 7. So I thought it was cute. And Mabel and Ernesto are just the cutest things in the world. Oh, there's another picture of Mabel and Ernesto. There's another cute picture of Mabel and Ernesto. I don't know why sometimes I have a hard time saying Ernesto's name, but I love this, and you can see his little vampire teeth, and Mabel loved her dad so much. They bonded over being vampires, so you know. This is the only picture I have of Callum. I don't know why he answered the phone and his eyes just went two different ways. I would say look how handsome he is, but you really can't fucking tell. Oh, and this next picture, the thing I really liked about it was hard, and it was kind of annoying sometimes to have all of the family in one house, because like I said in the last video like this, I don't know if it was a mod, I don't know if it was possible without mods in The Sims 3, but I had no idea. Every time I tried to move somebody out of the house, it wanted to move the whole family. So that was really hard because you kind of had to deal with everybody. But the thing I liked about it is everybody bonded like so hard because they all lived in the same house. So I eventually had Carlton move in with Cosmos, his, you know, his boyfriend. And they did get married. So then it was Salem and Volfura, Carlton and Cosmos, Callum, Nova, Ernesto, and Mabel, all in the same house. They were all in the same house, so it was really sweet because everybody bonded, everybody helped like take care of Mabel when she was little, and it was very sweet. So this is a very cute picture of Mabel and Carlton blowing out her little birthday candles with her little strawberry cake. How sweet. And again, of course, I didn't take any pictures of the children as children because I think I just had a hard time with the camera angle getting it down to their level. But then this is what I mean too by the bonding. Look at Ernesto and Callum just doing cute little exercise in the kitchen. Like, how sweet is that? And you would think it's kind of weird because it's like, I mean, it is his nephew, but you know, how many families are like that close realistically, especially like in like American culture? It's just cute. It's very cute. More of Ernesto and Nova being cute. I have a picture of Callum just standing on the roof on his phone for some reason, and he's soaking wet. Like, I couldn't tell ya. Oh, I'll put this one up. Look at this picture of Callum. This is where he looks handsome. He's so cute. I love him. I love him. He's adorable. I have pictures of Mabel and aging up, but I'm not gonna include them because it's just the family gathering around, you know what I mean? But I will put up Mabel as a teenager. Look at how hot she is. And you see what I mean by she's pretty much the exact carbon copy of her mother. Her eyes are slightly different in color and in shape. And then obviously she has her black hair and she is a vampire. But she looks exactly like her mother. And I'm pretty sure the picture I have on this next slide is going to show you that too. This is the picture I was talking about. Look at how exactly the same they are. Again, I think the only other difference I'm seeing other than the eye shape and the eye color is the lips. And obviously their brows are different, but that doesn't really mean anything because they have the same eyebrow ridge, but their lips are slightly different, and then they're just the exact same. I put like the long nail CC on all of my female characters except for my mom because my mom just didn't seem like that was the vibe, but I liked the way the nails look on Sims. Oh my god, Callum's so handsome! He aged up with long hair, which is the opposite of his dad. His dad always aged up bald. And Callum aged up with long hair, and that just wasn't his vibe. I always had it in like a neat little thing. And look at how cute his grandma is in the background. She's so happy and excited. Callum was so handsome. And I think it helped that because Cosmos had more like alien features, so his features were very like sharp. And he had like the ears and everything. And Carlton was more obviously human features and he was a little bit rounder. I think their genes combined very beautifully into the handsome, handsome man that Callum was. Oh, and now I have a series of pictures of Callum in college. And so before I show any more pictures, I want to talk about something with Callum. Now, one of the reasons I really liked The Sims 3, I mean, Sims 2 is still my absolute favorite, but one of the reasons I really like The Sims 3 is with all the traits that you had and everything, and just the way The Sims 3 worked with like wants and wishes and things like that, it felt like everybody really did have their same personality. Even if you did things like as similarly as you could with two different Sims, depending on the traits they had, they could be two completely different people. Even if you put the same traits, there was always at least one thing that made them, instead of being the exact same, kind of veer off and do their own thing. So that was something I really liked about The Sims 3. And the thing with Callum is, it had never happened before with any of my Sims. And you know, we had me and Bella who were gays. We had Salem and his beautiful wife Volfura, which I don't know, maybe alien culture is different, but Salem was definitely straight. Nova and Ernesto ended up together, and I believe that Nova was bi because I think in high school she had like relationships with other Sims of different genders. Then Cosmos was gay. But the thing with Salem is, not Salem, oh my god, there's so many Sims now. I'm turning into Claire Siobhan, I don't remember any of their names. The thing with Callum is, I don't remember what happened with prom. I think he did end up with somebody, and I had them break up just because it was like, it's a default thing, like they give you a significant other to enjoy prom with. But I had them break up because I was like, nah, you know what, I want to like pick somebody for him. But I think I have this headcanon just because of, it's not headcanon when it's my Sims, it's just canon. I have the canon that just because of the way the game kind of worked with him, I believe that Callum was asexual or aromantic. I don't know if asexual is the right term. Maybe aromantic, because he had a girlfriend in college because I wanted to do the Next Generation's werewolves, and I couldn't decide if I wanted to do Mabel or Callum because I love them both so much as like the heir, and I believe I was gonna do like both of them are gonna be heirs, and then we'll like have a shared heirship. So he had a werewolf girlfriend in college, and they woohooed plenty of times. So I don't think asexual is the right term I'm looking for, so possibly aromantic. But he just like, their romance was fine, their friendship was fine, but their friendship was always higher. And I tried to kind of have him explore his options, like, you know, like the male werewolves and female werewolves and all that. And he just never really, the romance would kind of get to a certain point and then it kind of just paused. And it's not that he wouldn't, like if I had him flirt with somebody, it's not like he would cancel the action, but it just never really seemed to vibe the right way. So I ended up, I'll show you a picture of where's the cute werewolf girlfriend? So really quick, this is a picture of him. This was a sim, I don't remember his name, but this was a sim, this werewolf man that's helping him do a keg stand. This was a sim that I was trying out with him, like seeing how they would vibe. They got along really well, but pretty much they got along the same way that him and that Callum and the werewolf girl got along. Where's the picture of her? So here's a picture of them, you know, making out at their little, oh, look at his little ears. I love his little ears. This is a picture of him and his werewolf girlfriend. And after he left college and everything, he never rolled a wish to like get back in contact with her. And he never really rolled wishes, even on like the love day things. He never really rolled wishes to like flirt with anybody, ask anybody to go steady. So I just don't really think he was interested, and I don't think he was ever drawn to that. Which, you know what? It's nice to have some variety. And I never really thought about it in depth until now, but I think Callum was asexual. I think that's my canon for him. I do think Callum was aromantic. Did I say asexual? I might have said asexual. I apologize. I believe Callum was aromantic because he just never really seemed to care much about romantic and being romantic and everything, and that doesn't necessarily mean you're aromantic, but I believe Callum was. So good for him. We like variety. A couple more pictures of him in college. Oh, this is Nova and Salem fishing together, little father-daughter fishing time, which is so cute because I had Salem at the graveyard a lot because I think I was trying to catch a vampire fish and I don't remember why. Oh, for potions! I had Nova because the witch gene was like really passed down for like a long time, and it was honestly amazing that Mabel ended up a werewolf instead of a witch. The witch gene was passed down for so long that I had Mabel like really, really focus on like potions and stuff because I had Bella and I really focused on potions and spells, and then Salem I had him not really care. It didn't matter to him either way. So Nova was very, very focused on it because it's like, you know, kind of connecting with her grandmothers. So I always had him trying to catch a vampire fish for Nova's spells and everything. So it's cute that they were spending time together. So this picture of Mabel, I think she is protesting clowns. And Hank Green, I'll never forget that NCP. Hank Green, the fairy cop, was here. Now, what I ended up doing with Mabel, her whole thing, was that she was very into, like, street art and sculpture, and I had her basically be, like, she joined, like, the rebel social group or whatever. She was very, like, rebellious and, like, angry artist kind of vibes, which I loved. And then Callum, I don't remember why, because I don't like to do it, even in like fictional universes like The Sims. I don't like to make anybody cops because fuck cops, ACAB baby. But I think I had Callum a cop because I think I was leading him towards the secret agent branch, which unfortunately in The Sims 3, I think you had to do cops to lead to secret agents. So it was just hilarious to me that Mabel always was like doing protests and like making graffiti and doing shit that like would probably cause a problem, and Callum was just like, well, I'm not on shift tonight, so I'm not worried about it. And this next picture makes me sad as hell because this is Salem dying. And again, I said this in last week's video, I'm very emotionally attached to my Sims, and Salem was my baby boy. He was my angel. He was my literal child in this game. So I have a couple pictures of him dying because I didn't really know how to handle it. And the part that sucked is he was at the graveyard fishing, and that's where he died, and everybody else was at home watching TV, and he was fucking in the graveyard by himself. Oh, he's shaking hands with the Grim Reaper. And then because it was in the graveyard, he did end up in the mausoleum, but I did have somebody go get him and put him in the family graveyard. Fuck, it was so sad. I hated it. I didn't like it at all. I think I genuinely teared up when this happened. Please enjoy another picture of Bonehilda. She always would go up to the cow plant. I kept the cow plant very well fed. It was very, very, like, rare for him to stick the cake out. But every time he stuck the cake out, without fail, if I did not get to him fast enough, Bonehilda would go up to the fucking cake and try to eat it, and she would always get spit out, and then she always got mad and went straight to the bar to get a drink. Literally without fail, every single time. I love Bonehilda, justice for Bonehilda. Oh, and then this was so sad. So for Volfura was, I believe, like the symphony orchestra, what are they called? Like director things? That's what she ended up being, which I always thought was cool for her, because it's like she came from, let's say, Sixam, her, you know, her alien home planet, and came here and kind of made music. So I always had an idea that she made like very different music that people, you know, Sims on this planet had never heard before. And it was really sad because she had the, when she died, she had the broken heart moodlet still. So I really do think that she died of a broken heart, because I think she only died, like a day or two after Salem did. So it's just sad because, like, she missed her husband so much, and she did die, like, literally right after her shift at work, because it's like, oh, she'll go home, and I'll probably have her, like, go take a nap and, like, spend time with her family. No, she died right outside of work. And I did have somebody go pick up her tombstone, because there was no way in hell I wasn't putting her in the graveyard right next to Salem. Oh, hey, it's Ghost Me! It's Ghost Me playing with the crystal ball. Does anybody that played Sims 3, do you remember the crystal ball from, it was like from the Sims 3 store? It was one of the downloads you can get. I downloaded that shit every time. That was the best way to, like, work on witch skills, like the magic skill. That was one of the best ways to do it. It was that and the book. Those are my favorite two to use. Okay, this is where it gets cute, and I love this picture because it's very pretty and bright. So this is Mabel, as you can see. I'm sure you can recognize the teal and white. This lovely little lady that she's kissing is Lorena Pope, and they were a family just in Pleasant View. I don't know if it was, because when I played with this family specifically, it was a mother and two daughters, so I don't know if that's how it was when the game started. I don't know if, you know what I mean, like kids were born and aged up with NROS and everything. But this is Lorena Pope. Her whole family actually ended up randomly being assigned to be werewolves, because did you notice in The Sims 3 Supernatural, if you played other towns, people just randomly would get assigned like supernatural elements? Hank Green, I found in my game, was always a fairy, so I don't know about you guys. But Lorena's family always ended up being werewolves. And funnily enough, the reason why Lorena got introduced to the family is because Callum had one of his things for his job was like to go interview people about different things. And the Pope family ended up being one of the people he had to interview. So that's how Lorena and Mabel met, through her cousin. Look at Bonehilda, please. I love her. I miss Bonehilda so much. Oh, more Handsome Callum. Should I put the picture of Handsome Callum? I'll put the picture of Handsome Callum. It has that horrible tint or tinge or whatever you want to call it from the fucking full moon. That's the only thing I didn't like about the full moons, because if you kept all your plants inside, you could easily just have the zombies locked out of your house, and the zombies were hardly a problem. But I didn't like the tinge or the tint of color that the full moon always gave. I'm gonna give you this picture of Bonehilda too. Just enjoy that, please. Do you think she knows them? That skeleton that she's next to? Nova definitely went to school to be a scientist, because this is what she ended up bringing home. But do you think Bonehilda knows this person? Do you think that's why her face is the way it is? Oh, I just realized too, Bonehilda has a little garter. I'm gonna fucking cry. And then again, I'm gonna put in a funny picture because tell me why Salem's ghost is in Cosmos's room watching his son and his son-in-law make out. Tell me why. You know why? Because I put the fucking rocking chair in their room, and the ghosts, all of the fucking ghosts from the time we moved in with the, like, goth family ghosts to, like, this very end, all of the ghosts wanted to sit in the rocking chair, and it was so annoying. At one point, I did put a bunch of rocking chairs in the house literally just to watch the ghost do it, because I don't know. I don't know what it was about the damn rocking chair, but the ghosts loved it. Oh, spicy! So this is Mabel and Lorena getting together, and Lorena's favorite color was orange, so I did her as an orange and black palette, and Mabel as a teal in white palette, which I think is interesting that, you know, their colors with their supernatural, like, element. I thought that was cool. They're super cute. I miss them. They were, like, one of my favorite couples near the end. Okay, so here's a good picture of her as a vampire. This is her at college immediately doing a protest. I think she was protesting death because I really wanted to see how that was gonna go. I don't remember exactly though, so of course, and I don't know if you can tell because I don't know how zoomed in this picture is gonna be, but you can see her little fangs, which is so cute, my little vampire baby! Her fangs really popped out when she was an adult, a young adult, and I don't think The Sims 3 did it like how I'm about to say it, but I don't remember seeing her fangs a lot when she was a teenager. She did have them. Every once in a while she'd move her mouth kind of a different way and you'd be able to see them, but it seems like her fangs really grew out when she was a young adult, so I think that's cute as hell. Oh, I'll put this picture up too. So yeah, because Mabel was into the street artist stuff and she had the street artist kit, I had her like do a lot of her murals, is that how you say it? In her house and like in the yard outside of the house, especially in winter when it was too cold, it was definitely on the walls. I did have her clean them up, except I also didn't because there was that one, do you guys remember the one separate house in the Sims 3 like university world it was really small, one bed, and it was like elevated? That's the house that I had everybody that went to college, everybody lived there in this family, so I had her kind of leave some of the murals up, that way, you know, the next generation could see them. This one in particular, it's not Bella. I know it's not Bella because she's very white and she has very, like, different features than Bella, and she has short hair, but I've always wondered who this woman is. So I thought it was cool that that was one of the ones that Mabel just did automatically. Because I feel like people want to say it's Bella, but like it's not Bella. Oh, and then for some reason she got abducted. Like, I don't know. I don't remember if her logic skill was very high. Like, because I don't remember, like, other than The Sims 2, getting abducted was really difficult. Because I remember really trying to get Salem abducted for a long time, and then that's why I had to cheat Volfura and everything in. They were still meant to be, don't get me wrong, but it was always hard to get abducted. So Mabel randomly getting abducted just is hilarious to me, and maybe it's like an extended family thing, because Volfura, even though she had the spaceship, she was a very good Sim, so it's not like she ever did any abducting or anything. And I don't know, I don't remember if she ever visited anybody. Nova definitely didn't visit, you know, any of the alien family. Cosmos definitely didn't, because they were very, like, though they were alien, they were very focused on, like, the human Sim world. So maybe this was the extended family being like, we need to see you. Hi, hello, great-granddaughter. We miss you. I had to think about how far back she was. More pictures of her at college. She did graduate, and I think she got an art degree, so good for her. I think I got an art degree as well in this game, so yay. Oh, this is so sweet. It's Salem and Volfura. I don't know what they're doing, because Salem's doing the animation. I don't know what they're doing, but I like seeing them as little ghosts. I liked watching the ghosts kind of come out when it was my own family. When it was the goth family Sims, I was like, ugh. But I liked seeing them come out as my family members, because it was like, it would be really cute when my mom would like show up as a ghost and visit like her grandkids and stuff. So it was just adorable. And look at this picture of Callum. Oh my, I almost called him Cosmos. This is Cosmos. Oh my god. Look at Cosmos aging up into a little old man. My Sims always lived really long. If they were too long in a lifespan, I would age them up, but they always seem to live really long. I kept a lot of them very healthy and active, so I don't know. A lot of them just wanted to be active. This is a strangely active family. I don't know why. Because I sure as hell am not. They did not get that from my mom. They did not get that from me and Bella. I don't know who they got it from, because I don't even think, maybe Salem, because Salem had to be active to like be an astronaut and everything, but I don't know. But they all lived very long. Oh, and he has, I didn't really notice before that he had blue eyes. He must have gotten that from me, because I think Salem had Bella's eyes, and Volfura obviously had like black eyes, so, but just look how cute he is as a little old man. I love him. So this is Mabel and Lorena now getting engaged in front of the cow plant in a weird Easter gnome. Now, fun fact about me, I am terrified of garden gnomes. It is an irrational fear. It may be irrational to you guys, but it's not irrational to me. I don't like garden gnomes at all. The only reason I kept them in my game is because I think my mom got them at like one of the festivals or something, or they like pop, you know how they would randomly pop up? I think one of them randomly popped up, so I just kept them, and they were always, they didn't poof to any other part of the house. They always stayed in our like greenhouse area, so you know what, I'll allow it. And you know what, the cow plant also kept them in line. So here's Mabel and Lorena. I almost called her Volfura. Mabel and Lorena getting engaged, which is super cute. And I'll put up, I won't put up their engagement picture. I'll put up that engagement picture. That's a very cute engagement picture as well. And then I'll put up all their wedding pictures. So this next one is them getting married. I just had them get married in the garden with the family. They didn't really invite friends and like friends over, just family. Because Mabel just like, I feel like Lorena couldn't be bothered either way, and Mabel was like very like, I want just my family here. She did have like, she never rolled the want for like a bachelorette party. She never rolled the want to like plan a wedding event. She just wanted to get married. And I put them in very like cute bohemian style dresses. And I don't know if you can really tell, but there is like a tint of each of their favorite colors in their dress. And I'll put up all the wedding pictures because they're very cute, and there's not a lot of them. They also got married in front of the same pond in our yard that Salem and Volfura got married in front of. Just, I think they got married on like this side of it, and the girls got married on this side of it. And I like this picture of Bella because, how I said, the ghost would just randomly pop up, and it was always really nice seeing the ghost just wandering around. So I like this picture of Bella literally eating lobster thermidor. It was leftovers, I think, probably from the wedding. She's just casually eating lobster thermidor, which I feel like is a very Bella move. So shout out to Bella for that. Oh, and then this is cute. It's Lorena and her sister. I don't remember her sister's name, but Lorena and her sister were really close. She wasn't very close with her mom, and I don't know if maybe her mom was like, you're involved with that weird family that lives up on the haunted house on the hill. Like, absolutely not. Even though they're also werewolves, maybe because of it was because of the vampires and the witches. Ooh, who knows? Who knows what lore was going on with the supernaturals in The Sims 3. But Lorena and her sister were really close, so they always went on like cute little outings together. They would always visit. So shout out to that. Shout out to sisterly love. We love to see it. Oh, Carlton dying. I won't show that picture. I'll show you this picture of him and the Grim Reaper shaking hands. They're just like, oh yeah, I've seen you around before. That's kind of cute. I don't know. I like that picture. I thought it was kind of funny because Carlton, like I said, I didn't have as much of an emotional attachment to, but I did love him and I did appreciate him. So, you know, there he is. And then immediately after that, it is Mabel and Lorena conceiving their child. Their next generation child, which isn't that funny. It's like the death of one sim, the beginning of life for another sim immediately after. More of them being lovey-dovey. Oh, everybody being depressed that Carlton's dead while Cosmos is also dying. Can we talk about that? He's literally turning into a ghost as we speak, but everybody's bubbles are for Carlton. I don't know why. Oh, that's sad. Cosmos really didn't want to go, and both Mabel and Mabel and Nova, oh my god. Mabel and Nova are having a really hard time dealing with this, and you can see in the background all the family pictures again. And then again, immediately after is a picture of Lorena and Mabel being pregnant and being super cute. So there you go. Like I said, birth and death, the circle of life, memento mori. Who else is sad that Unis Annus is over? Because I certainly am. I bought a $60 hoodie when I really didn't have the money to buy a $60 hoodie because that's how I feel about Unis Annus being over. Okay. So again, because Callum ended up being aromantic, and I you know what I mean? He could have adopted easily, but I also just didn't really, I didn't see that for him. It didn't seem like, with the secret agent career, you know what I mean? That just didn't seem like the way to go. But with a house full of people, I could see a pet happening. So Callum adopted this dog. It was a little baby puppy, and it was the fluffiest thing. I couldn't tell you what breed it was. Fluffiest little white thing, and her name was Cinnamon. Her name was Cinnamon, and she was the cutest fucking dog. I usually don't do pets in The Sims because they're just annoying to kind of take care of because of the way they are. She was the cutest fucking thing in the world. So Callum and Cinnamon were best friends, and he trained her to do all the tricks, and it was the cutest thing in the world. So this is Callum and Cinnamon being best friends. I have a picture of Lorena and Mabel both holding, they had twins, which was the first time I had twins in this entire playthrough, which is weird because I do like having twins in my game. I like the kind of stories you can make with twins. So I'll just show you this picture of when they're toddlers. I believe I named them Eve and Embry because I looked up werewolf names and those were ones that came up and it felt right. It vibed with me. I have this picture of Mabel and Lorena with their twins. I believe Eve was the one I dressed in blue, and I believe Embry is the one I dressed in red. So with the twins, I had this whole thing that because the family had just kind of been vibing for so long, I kind of like, for my brain to kind of exercise my creativity, I really wanted to make a storyline where one of the twins was like evil. And I think based off of Eve from Claire Siobhan's story, which originally I didn't name her specifically for this, but Eve in my story was going to end up being the evil one, and she was the one that I always dressed more feminine. Like it was just her vibe. She always was like in dresses, and then her sister was more of like a tomboy. She always had her hair tied back, and I was going to have it be later on that it was going to have to be, you know, the choice between her twin sister and like the rest of the family or like the rest of the town. I don't know. I thought it was cool, and I had them dressed up in blue and red because funnily enough, that ended up being their favorite colors were blue and red. So it was cool to see like the opposites just completely plan themselves out. And then I have another cute picture of me watching over my great grandkids. Is that right? I'm looking over my great grandkids while they're playing blocks, which is very cute. The twins obviously had a very good bond because they were always playing together. And you can see the imaginary friend on the floor, which was going to be like the next supernatural generation thing. One of them was going to have an imaginary friend, and then I think both of them were going to have an imaginary friend, or one of them was not going to end up married, or one of them was going to end up with a human. I don't remember. I just know that imaginary friend was like the next thing. Okay, we have Callum aging up. I'll show you a picture of him this is the picture of him as an old man. This is the picture I was thinking of. That is Cinnamon in his arms and him as an old man. Tell me he is not the cutest old man with little elf ears that you have ever seen in your life. Look at how fucking cute he is. I love him. And look at Cinnamon. I feel so strongly about Callum. It's ridiculous. This is a picture of the twins. Look how cute. I did give them little nails as well because they were werewolves. They had a Lorena's werewolf gene. Very cute. Love them so much. I have one of them transforming into werewolves, but you still can't really see. And then I have pictures of the two of them aging up. So this is Embry aging up, and then that's Eve aging up, and that is where my game stopped working. Every time I tried to have them age up, they would just glitch and be set right back to the beginning of like the childhood lifespan. Yeah, and that's where my game kept glitching, and then the only solution that I could find online was to uninstall the game and reinstall it, and that completely deleted my family. And it was such a bummer, and it really it just killed me to do that. I hated doing it. I hated that my family was gone. So then I gave up and deleted The Sims 3 and started legally downloading The Sims 4. I have since bought a good chunk of the packs, so don't worry if you're watching this, EA. I am no longer pirating you, no matter how badly I wish I was. So that was it. That was the finale of my Sims 3 Supernatural 7th generation. It might actually be 6 or 5 generations. I don't know how we're counting. Because if we count my mom, it was my mom, me, Salem, Nova, Mabel, the twins. Okay, so 6, not 7 generations. It ended up being 6. Whatever. I can't count. I dropped out of school because of math. Not school, college. I didn't drop out of high school. I don't know where I'm going with this. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I really did want to get a part 2 out, and I apologize if it's as long or longer than the part 1 of it. I did want to get a part 2 out though because I really enjoy talking about my Sims family, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. So please leave a like if you did, and subscribe if you want to see other videos kind of similar to this, but also other videos that we have lots of fun on. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! Me looking the same in 2 videos that are like not even a week apart, it's more likely than you think, folks. Ah ha ha ha.